mine is mine. I ain't got time for no rumors in my life. What's mine is in my life. How do rumors get started? It started with the jealous people. How do rumors get started? It started by the jealous people. What's mine is mine, and what's mine is mine. I don't. What's mine is mine. Ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine. Ain't got time for rumors in my life. I'm not in many matches, am I? What's mine is mine. Ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine. Ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine. I ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine. I ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine. I ain't got time. Alright, I'm in a match against Rugged Riot now. Okay. Start this matchup. And while that's starting, I'm gonna start a movie on my iPad. What's mine is mine, and ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine, ain't got time.
Been tossed out because tonight WWE goes extreme. When it comes to rules, there are no rules tonight because this is Extreme Rules.
What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. How do rumors get started? It started with the jealous people. They get mad when they see something They get mad when they see something that you have. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. That's what I think of Electric Mars. He spread rumors. Yeah, he whines too much. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. Started by the jealous people. They get mad when they see something you have. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. What's mine is mine, ain't got time for rumors in my life. Oh, I love these egg sandwiches.
On the big stage, advantage. It's time for a riot.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from Lafayette, Indiana, Ruby Riott.
Here comes a troublemaker. Ruby Riott has been knocking stuff over backstage all day. This young woman has nearly a decade of experience already, was a top contender in NXT. Riott is destined for big things in WWE. If Ruby loses, we riot. Actually, if she wins, we're in a riot too.
From Tacoma, Washington, the Raw.
Now look at this.
You know about that? Small town. Talk about anybody's business.
Come on, we need to get order here. Misstep and the ambush is foiled. Man. Throughout history, there have been laws and rules to keep society moving. Tonight, superstar to thrive in the chaotic atmosphere of Extreme Rules.
Now you're right, Byron. It helps if you have a screw loose.
You said it, not me. Speaking of having a couple of screws loose, I think I'm going a little nuts myself working alongside you two. Ah, what a nasty, nasty move. Oh my goodness, what an impactful STO. Super kick. Nice body
I need to
kick.
ride.
Hurricane Rana. She's feeling the hurt here.
She can withstand the punishment, though.
She got out of the way there.
Her evasion techniques are on point.
Clothesline.
Good Lord.
So effective. When you see Ruby Riott, you know that Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan are close by, just waiting to strike. And that is something that every competitor in the women's division must combat against.
I don't like what you're insinuating, Cole. Ruby knows that when you're dealing with privileged people, the odds are often in their favor. Logan and Morgan even the score and pay immediate dividends.
With all the destruction, with all the carnage, Byron, is there a key to victory in something like this?
There cannot be any hesitation to do what you've got to do. You have to be aggressive and stay on the attack.
That's what it's all about. Pull out all the stops, dig down deep, do what you have to do.
Oh,
This takes
I'm always a little
strength,
nervous.
speed, and innovation.
Well, I'm gonna finish my egg sandwich before I play this game. I'll watch Leprechaun Returns, the 2019 or 2018 version.
Yeah,
Yep.
the house we're going to. Her dad, my grandfather, bought it for her, but now the university owns it.
Tori renting stock.
Yeah, I am. Did you know her? Is that who you thought I looked like?
Yes.
She was nice to me. He's like,
How is she?
She passed away last year.
I'm sorry. She was nice to me.
Well, if you have any stories about her, I'd like to hear them.
She didn't tell you anything about the place where you're going?
No?
It's probably because everything's all right now.
What is? I didn't realize the house was so far from campus.
It's far from everything.
Everything okay?
Oh. Yeah. Everything. We made sure.
best Meredith's even back with the car yet. Who the hell knows where she went? Okay. Be warned. Rose has gone all Ed Begley Jr. Never mind. I'm thinking of crushing up some of my Klonopin and spiking her clover juice. Oh, I love clover juice. I'm so over kale. We found this random clover patch in the yard a while back. Inspired us to grow some in the garden. Not yet. Lila's here. I thought she wasn't getting in until... Yeah? Oh. But good you're here, Lila. We need your help. What? She just got here, Rosie. Lila, do you want to pee outside or inside this week? Inside? It's time to get to work. Grab that wire. Okay, Lila, this hose is going to be our water line until we get the pipes in. Then our water source will be officially self-contained. Step one of going off the grid. Oh, wait, you guys weren't using the well before? No, they stopped using it years ago because they said the water was corrupted, but I tested it myself and it's totally fine. Like, perfect. We should have been done with this already, but it took longer because someone decided to try and jailbreak the solar panel so she could use it to get internet. Dude, we haven't had it for like 3 days. Wait, there's no internet? Yeah, no internet, no power, and no cell service either until we get these freaking solar panels installed. There. Once this juices up, we'll have water. And once Meredith... Okay, who's Meredith? She's the asshole. Yeah, but she's the only one at the sorority that's studying native plant landscape architecture. So we need her. Yeah.
So we need her. She loves our native plants.
Big coffee. Put your phone at the bus stop. Put your phone in the truck. On the way out. It's Tories.
It's at Tori's. It's at Tori's. He's like, it's at Tori's. He pulls up and the leprechaun shows up and spits water in his face, and the leprechaun comes out of his belly.
Also, I got beer.
Andy's friend. It's nice to
Meredith, no. This is not why we're here. This is not supposed to be a four-way party. This is serious.
This is me being serious. With beer in my hand.
Plus, you told me to find people who are handy. That's Matt and Andy. That rhymed weird. Anyway, it's like 6. We can be socially conscious and get shit-faced. They aren't mutually exclusive.
Well, actually, the sun doesn't go down until about 7, so, we could work for a while.
Who's the party killer?
Who's the party killer?
Hi,
That's Lila, Meredith. Our newest Alpha Upsilon sister.
Well, I also got pizza, but if you guys don't want any...
Fine, but only because I'm starving. We're still starting early tomorrow.
We're still starting super early tomorrow, yes.
Of course she invited Andy. She always has to start trouble. Andy and I used to date. I'm absolutely not going to sleep with him tonight.
And don't forget about a merciless mean streak.
She always has to start something with him.
Saw that one coming. Tear the features clean off your face.
Tequila.
I'd like to elaborate on my point about Ruby Riot's expertise in playing the numbers
Ruby
game,
Riot?
The result is the Riot Squad
Wasn't
is
she
running
fired?
roughshod over the entire women's division.
I thought she was
We know
fired.
that these unprovoked, often
How is she
blindsided
still in the
attacks
game?
are just going to continue, Michael. I don't know if there's anyone who can put an end to the Riot Squad's brutality and chaos.
Destroy your face.
Timed it. No, I don't got my finisher. All
Ruby
right.
Riott saw that one coming and made her pay. Hooked him up.
Belly to back suplex. That offense really hitting her hard.
She may have underestimated the opposition she'd face tonight.
Byron, I love this move. One of my favorites.
Modified surfboard. If you ask me, guys, match.
Step up Enziguri.
Will that be?
Hoping to end it here. You can't teach the type of tenacity we're witnessing here. Unreal.
Gets out of dodge there.
Oh, elbow to the knee.
That'll hyperextend your leg.
Samoan drop.
Incredible.
Will this be enough? And Ruby Riott kicks out.
That's too early for that.
Too early for that, huh? Let's see about that.
She wants it one more time.
Oh, what a Samoan drop. Can she keep her down? 1, 2, 3. Chalk up another one. Well, they don't call it Extreme Rules for nothing, guys. Let's take another look.
Here is your winner, Jerome Alexander. IL.
And there's your winner via pinfall.
That'll knock Ruby Riott down a peg or two.
And as we expected, WWE Extreme Rules has been a brutal evening.
This has been the biggest event of the summer. We welcome you to SummerSlam.
No matter what the temperature is outside, there is nothing hotter than SummerSlam.
Sarah Logan's ready to fight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making by Ruby Riott from Louisville, Kentucky, Sarah Logan.
Brought up on her daddy's tater farm in Kentucky. She used to hunt for a living and then cook the food for her family. That is what Logan is all about.
Unorthodox brawler, descendant of Vikings, and knows 11 ways to cook a possum.
Sarah Logan is set for action on the big stage.
And from Tacoma, Washington, the Raw Women's Champion, Jerome Alexander, IL.
Byron, are you at all surprised by the intensity level inside this arena right now?
Not in the least bit, Michael. This is the one the WWE Universe has been looking forward to for quite some time.
And guys, the title may not be on the line here tonight, but the stakes are still incredibly high.
That's right. Could you imagine if she lost this match? Sure, she'd still be the champ, but you can bet that doubt will have begun creeping into her mind. And once that happens, you can kiss that title goodbye.
Sarah Logan brings that smash mouth style, and when you hear her battle cry, you know the end is near.
Sarah Logan's primal instincts and relentless assaults make her one of the most feared women in WWE.
And we are in Brooklyn, man. So many memorable moments have taken place in this city in recent years. Takeovers, SummerSlams, anniversary shows. Hey, Corey, what's been your favorite moment?
Well, I had a story about Mung and I, but you ruined everything by talking so much, so forget about it.
That's Byron killing all the fun again. Buzzkill Saxton. Right to the gut. She's in control.
Slam down hard. Great display of strength with the suplex.
She's beginning to flag a little.
She can withstand the punishment, though. Perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
Sarah Logan stalking her prey.
She continues to press forward. Masterful execution by Sarah Logan.
Oh, right to the gut.
You have to sense that fatigue is starting to become a factor at this point.
Make no illusions of it. This is coming down to a battle of attrition.
Reverses. Can she take advantage?
Oh, drop kick.
Right on the money. Uh-oh.
We're going to see it.
What power. Sit out power bomb. This could be big. Oh, impactful slam.
Amazing reflexes on display.
Someone call a dentist. This superstar is digging down deep.
This superstar giving themselves a major chance in this match.
Everyone is on their feet in this building.
Absolutely showing the respect for all the exertion.
She's clearly not getting paid by the hour. Sarah Logan kicks out. I have the best job in the world. I get to sit here and call action of the...
Uh-oh, look at these repeated strikes. She's gonna...
Oh, right to the throat. Oh, what a counter. And now that one's countered. Going for it again. In the corner now. She scores big with the counter.
Planted face first. She is queuing it up again. Samoan drop. That puts her in total control.
Will this be enough? With authority.
She's more durable than she looks, guys. Masterful execution by Sarah Logan.
Single leg drop kick. This match may be nearing its limit.
Yeah, this could be the end of the road for her.
Oh, the surfboard stretch.
Agonizing on the shoulders.
Reverses. Can she take advantage?
The roar of this crowd has been building, and they are at a fever pitch right now.
You can feel the anticipation growing with every second that ticks past in this match.
Oh, a Samoan drop. The shoulders are down. Dug down deep and gets the shoulder up.
Just barely, but it counts. Measuring it up one more time.
Oh, man.
For the pin and the win.
Yes.
There's the pin. It's over. It's all over.
These women put on quite a show. Here's another look.
Jerome Alexander, IL.
Nice win. Got to be happy with that performance.
And talk about displaying a never-say-die attitude. It was as if winning was the only option here tonight.
No surprise there. That was exactly what we expect.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright. Let's fix this. Let's do this.
Tyson and his posse. Mike Tyson has arrived! Uncle Henry. You look at this Iron Mike Tyson answering the call of Le Champion Chris Jericho. Who do you recognize there, Excalibur, besides Mike? Mike Tyson has got some heavy hitters. He's got Henry Cejudo next to him. And Peter Belfort. Oh, this is nasty. You might want to turn your heads, folks.
Second, calm down. Got your thugs out here. You educated gentlemen. I'm going to say this to you one time, Tyson. Shut your mouth when I'm talking to you. Huh? You understand me? I have been dreaming of this moment for 10 years. You turned on me. You looked me in the eye and said I could trust you, and then you turned on me and you knocked me out. You're a sucker, man. You deserve that, man, because you were wrong. You stole the championship. You're wrong, man. Shut up! All you listen to me. I'm going to give you one chance, and one chance only. I'm going to demand that you apologize to me for knocking me out. Hold on. Hey, hold on. Your thugs need to shut up. I'll give you, hold on. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to give you one chance to apologize to me, or I'm going to knock you the hell out. Apologize to me right now. Okay, you look great. Apologize to me before I knock your damn teeth down your throat. You understand me?
Don't hold your breath, Le Champion. Oh, Jericho! Oh, no! Slugging Tyson. Tyson trying to right hand on Belfort by Jericho. My God, all hell is breaking loose. All hell is breaking loose here. The locker room is empty to restrain Chris Jericho and Iron Mike Tyson. Fighting the inner circle. My God, our guests, Mike Tyson and company, are raising hell as a fight in the ring. Look at Hager trying to get him some. Cody trying to restrain Tyson. It's a damn street warfare here. Jericho struck the first blow, and Tyson didn't take too kindly with it. This has completely broken down. Chris Jericho in the center of this melee. A lot of combat power in this one, and it is breaking down in Jacksonville here tonight. This steamy hot night just got hotter. And just sheer pandemonium inside the ring. Mike Tyson's trying to come back. Look how many are trying to hold him back and they can't. Tyson trying to get back at Jericho. Tyson wants Jericho and Jericho wants Tyson. Belfort and Cejudo trying to hold back Iron Mike. My God, we didn't plan for this. I can tell you this right now, folks. We apologize for the chaos, but by God, it is what it is. Jericho being restrained by half the locker room and all the inner circle. And Mike Tyson. Tyson and Jericho. What a night it's been, ladies and gentlemen. Remember next on TNT, it's It. For Tony Schiavone and Excalibur. I'm Jim Ross saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next week, everybody. My God, there's chaos.
Discover more about what matters to you with the Google app, like new recipes, fitness trends.
Mm-hmm.
It's Wednesday night, and you can feel it. We are just 3 days away from Double or Nothing live on pay-per-view. Alex Abrahantes, Dasha Gonzalez, otherwise known as
Daleks.
That's right, and we are just feet away from what is going to be one of the most epic main events in pay-per-view history, a stadium stampede.
I'm so excited to see that. Listen, these men are probably going to be all over the stadium.
Probably.
So I'm excited.
I would bet on that.
I'd be willing to
get it. Double or Nothing bets.
Got
All right. So let's talk about what's going on here tonight at Dynamite, because we've got one more stop on that road to Double or Nothing, and I want to start talking about the women's division because.
No, I gotta see this.
Are dangerous. That's why you're here.
Okay. What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp. It is August 10th. We are talking WWE.
Oh, this is a
Raw.
talk
If
shit.
you're having some streaming issues, I don't know if
Flair punted WWE Raw. I want to hear someone talk. If I want to hear someone talk, I'll listen to a podcast.
Kevin Owens has put himself in a very precarious situation because he is on a battlefield that the odds do not favor him. Kevin Owens straight ahead after Randy Orton. Remember what happened last week here on Monday Night Raw?
I just want to get to it.
Asking Kevin Owens. And I'm not trying to take anything from you. I'm just walking down the aisle with you, man, having a good time. All I am right now, I'm Charlotte's dad and want to be part of Randy Orton's life. I've been there, man. I ain't Ric Flair anymore. You're right. But I'm a big fan of you, and you're the guy to break my record. That's all I want.
I swear to God, Randy's lost his damn mind. He's gonna end up killing some of these legends, man. That's just messed up. That's just mean. He's gonna end up killing some of these legends, I swear to God. Ric Flair is like 72 years old. He does not need his head being kicked in or punt kicked.
You know, many say to get to heaven, you have to survive hell. It's WWE Hell in a Cell.
If you can survive this demonic structure, you will live forever in the history books of WWE.
On the big stage, it's time for a riot.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making her way to the ring from Lafayette, Indiana, Ruby Riott.
Ruby Riott has said all along, if I was in the business of pleasing people, I wouldn't be here. I'll do things the way that I want to do them.
That do-it-yourself ethos has served Ruby Riott incredibly well throughout her career.
Mayhem, havoc. Ruby Riott is here.
And from Tacoma, Washington, the Raw Women's Champion, Jerome Alexander. IL.
Given the participants, this match might very well steal the show, guys.
Yeah, and I think you could go so far as to say it has the makings of a Match of the Year candidate.
And if you ask me, the champ had better bring her A game tonight, regardless of whether the title's on the line or not.
Don't you worry, Cole. I don't think she has anything other than an A game. If she does, I haven't seen it, that's for sure.
All right, let's get this Hell in a Cell match underway.
Ruby Riott saw that one coming and made her pay.
Wow, she turned that one around. Oh, right to the face.
Downward spiral.
See ya.
Brutal face buster.
Evading possible disaster there.
Oh, what a kick. Ooh. She's dazed in the corner there. Knife edge chop. She's taking some big hits here.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
And it's Ruby Riott with the reversal. Super kick!
Right to the front face lock applied into the guillotine.
She does break out of it, but has the damage been done?
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done. This is not an environment you can prepare for. What's the state of mind a superstar must have coming in?
A competitor must be relentless if they want to survive Hell in a Cell. They have to put the fear of the unforgiving steel out of their mind.
You know, the steel can feel like a cheese grater being dragged down your face. It can mangle your body.
Rear European uppercut. Stump puller leg snap.
That's going to hurt. Tear your hamstring.
Kick right to the body.
Nothing complicated about that one. This one could end soon.
She's got her where she wants her. No, she breaks it.
Wow, she's quite the escape artist, Michael.
Ruby Riott turns it around. What a counter.
No, another reversal. Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
Arms trapped.
DDT! Here she goes, back in the ring now. Oh, right to the throat.
Ruby Riott saw that one coming and made her pay.
Oh, God, face first. Clothesline. What impact. She returns the favor there.
Ruby Riott is all business here.
What a hurricanrana.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid to think what's going to happen next.
Can't prepare your face for that.
And it's Ruby Riott with the reversal.
What a hurricanrana.
What a measure. Uh-oh. Here they come.
I can't believe this is happening.
I can.
It's absolutely nuts.
Samoan drop. Hoping to end it here. This battle's not over yet.
What a kick out.
Changes her fortune there.
Oh, look at this. What a headbutt. Showing some quickness. And this match can change that fast.
The target's been acquired once more.
Samoan drop. Incredible. Shoulders down. This could be it. What a match. I mean, what an unbelievable match. What a victory. Here's a few clips from the last match for us. She certainly looked good in that victory.
Many more losses like this, and the future of Ruby Riott will look incredibly dim.
And guys, that's exactly the type of action viewers come to expect here at Hell in a Cell. Welcome everybody to the history-making, to the groundbreaking, to the earth-shaking Monday Night Raw.
All roads lead to the next pay-per-view, so sit down, buckle up, and step on the gas. We're getting there as fast as we can.
It's Candice wrestling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Anaheim, California, Candice LeRae.
You know, Candice is a professional baker, so I wonder if her opponents can smell what the LeRae is cooking.
Oh, my God, Byron. Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and say something like that and totally prove me wrong.
I thought it was good.
From Tacoma, Washington, the Raw Women's Champion, Jerome Alexander.
We have one-on-one action on the way, and this one should be nothing short of amazing.
I don't doubt that for a moment, Michael. In fact, I would go so far as to say this match might just steal the show.
And Byron, how about the amount of respect she seemingly always has for her opposition?
Oh, I love it, Michael. And if you ask me, it's that respect that makes her so easy.
Matchup set to get underway, and this is going to be a good one. And from what we understand, Corey, we're going to be joined by a very special guest superstar on commentary, and here they come.
I couldn't be any more excited to get this superstar's point of view on the competition. I'll tell you what, the superstar inside the ring better keep their eyes on their opponent.
Yeah, indeed they better, because this is going to be one heck of a matchup. Cannot wait to hear what this superstar has to say.
Despite her size, Candice LeRae's unwavering commitment to never going down without a fight makes her both the ultimate underdog and the type of superstar you never want to bet against.
Candice LeRae is a true fighter, through and through. The buzz in the air here in Baltimore is simply amazing, guys.
Just a step quicker.
Boom, nice. Looking for the victory.
It's going to take more than that.
Candice LeRae has competed all over the world, honing her craft and learning different in-ring styles. That's why they call her Candice Wrestling. It's got to be difficult for an opponent to fully scout her going into the match.
Difficult, yes, but not impossible, Cole. Candice is experienced, yes, but like her husband, she doesn't know when to quit. Was that supposed to be a bad thing, Corey? It is when that inability to quit leads to long-lasting damage. To beat Candice, you've just got to keep going, keep wearing her down. If anything, she'll ultimately end up beating herself.
That's actually a fair point, Corey.
Thank you, Cole. Oh, boy. She ducks out of the way there.
Planted face first.
The fatigue is setting in for her.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though. Candice LeRae with a beautiful counter. That'll hinder your modeling career.
Byron, I have to believe that Candice's opponent will need to do all she can to keep her tied to the mat, to keep the daredevil in LeRae at bay.
Yeah, Michael, it might be best to counter LeRae's high-flying style with mat-based wrestling and submission holds.
What on earth is coming next?
Face first.
Had it scouted.
Boom, what impact! You're watching cable television's hottest show. It's Monday Night.
This match underway here, and
outside interference.
That's not right. And
from behind. The official needs to do something about this.
Harsh impact.
Clothesline.
Yeah, how are you?
Samoa drop.
Incredible.
Set up for a second time.
Oh, that could do it.
Isn't enough.
Here's the cover for the win.
1, 2, 3. This singles contest has a victor.
Take a look back at where Candice misfired in this matchup.
Here is your winner, Jerome Alexander. I.L.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a very big win here tonight.
And to be honest, Michael,
such a...
Uh-oh, business is about to pick up.
Good night.
Samoan drop. Trying to go for it again.
Oh, is that it?
Alright. Alright, bro. Come on.
moment. Welcome, everybody, as you're looking live at a sold-out arena ready to kick things off tonight.
Tonight, we find out if you reach the pinnacle, the top of the mountain, or if you perish trying to capture your dream.
Nacho cheese sauce and a delicious 3-cheese blend. And even...
Here's your news for August 11th, 2020. And your headlines for today include, what happened with Ric Flair after Raw went off the air? Dominic Mysterio shows off brutal marks. Rey Mysterio reacts. A few big names revealed as Retribution members. Fans concerned about status of Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy for AEW Dynamite. Jim Cornette reacts. Yet another former WWE superstar to make their AEW debut. Nephew of former World Heavyweight Champion to make his wrestling debut soon. Former WWE wrestler reveals insecurity WWE has ever since AEW came into the scene. Future of Mike Tyson, and more. We are kicking off today with news from Raw as Ric Flair was betrayed by Randy Orton. After blaming the Nature Boy for having to face Kevin Owens, the Legend Killer beat down Flair with a low blow and a punt, and the show ended with the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre tending to the Hall of Famer. After the show, WWE's cameras caught the 16-time World Champion being put on a stretcher and taken out of the Performance Center, and given that there were fans won't be seeing the Nature Boy for quite some time. Speaking of Raw, this week's show also saw Dominic Mysterio appear, and he was left worse for wear during his contract signing by Seth Rollins. During the show, the Monday Night Messiah leveled Dominic with a series of kendo stick shots, and WWE uploaded photos of the youngster's scarred and beaten body for the fans to see the effect. To be fair to Rollins, it wasn't long ago that he was the one showing off the kendo stick marks that he received from Dominic, though the up-and-comer took a substantially worse beating at the hands of Rollins and Murphy this week. This certainly wasn't how Dominic wanted to celebrate signing his WWE contract, and fans can expect the third-generation superstar to be looking for revenge when he faces Rollins at SummerSlam. Unsurprisingly, one person who wasn't pleased about this attack was Dominic's father, Ray, who took to Twitter with some not-so-PG language. After Andrade said that he's on Dominic's side, Mysterio replied to his former nemesis in a tweet that translates into English as, "That pays because he pays." CM Punk also weighed in on the situation, as on Instagram he said that Ray should shave Seth's head, and despite Mysterio once doing that to Punk himself, the former superstar joked that it had never been done. Ray clearly isn't pleased to see the man who took his eye now attacking his son with a kendo stick, and if Ray does plan on getting revenge on the Monday Night Messiah, both for his son and himself, then it seems that the former World Heavyweight Champion could sign a deal to stay with WWE. We've got some news from SmackDown next, as last week's show saw an appearance from Retribution, though there were some interesting individuals beneath the hoods. According to Dave Meltzer, the people under the masks and hoods this Friday were not the wrestlers who would play Retribution once the reveal, and Meltzer noted that this was told to him outright. This is an interesting situation, as though fans have speculated that Tommaso Ciampa or Dominik Dijakovic could be a part of the group, especially after their social media accounts were recently blacked out, others pointed out that they'd be too big to be the Retribution members who were on SmackDown, but now it seems that they could still be a part of the group. Dijakovic, in particular, recently tagged Vince McMahon in an interesting tweet before promptly deleting it, which many have seen as a sign that he's in the new stable. The group also appeared on Raw this week, where they smashed a window and flipped a car, and also played with the lights, notably during Orton's punt on Flair. It's also been reported that the Retribution members are being kept close to the chest by top WWE officials, as it seems fans will have plenty of time to speculate which men and women are part of the group before anyone is actually revealed. Over to AEW now, as there's concern that this Wednesday's match between Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy may not happen after all. Last week, Jericho's band Fozzy hosted a concert where many fans didn't social distance or wear masks, with many being close to the former world champion on the stage. Jericho himself defended the show by saying that precautions were taken to ensure everyone's safety, and Brian Alvarez noted on Wrestling Observer Live that the match is still planned for this week's Dynamite, though it all hangs on Jericho passing a test. The fact that there wasn't even a partition between Jericho and the crowd who were screaming and singing back to him is definitely concerning, though AEW is using blood testing, which has a much lower rate of inaccuracy than swab testing. Like everyone else, Jericho must pass his test before he gets to compete, and hopefully this week's Dynamite will see Le Champion face the freshly squeezed one. Speaking of Jericho, the AEW star recently banned controversial wrestling personality Jim Cornette from watching AEW programming, and now Cornette has responded. Though the Smoky Mountain Wrestling promoter is no stranger to being banned, especially in the past few years, he fired back at Y2J by referencing the recent concert scandal, saying, "Chris, I appreciate your consideration of my sanity, but I do it as a service to the wrestling fans. They need some measure of comfort in these cosplay times we're in. But don't worry, I never watch Dark. P.S. Careful of the drooling bikers." It's hardly surprising that Cornette isn't taking this ban seriously, and whilst he says he won't be watching Dark, we're expecting the controversial figure to be as critical as ever of AEW Dynamite and its pay-per-views. One person who is more than happy with AEW is Dasha Gonzalez, as the former WWE announcer is set to make her in-ring debut. As part of AEW's Deadly Draw Women's Cup tournament, it was confirmed that the former Dasha Fuentes will team with another WWE alum, as she'll be working alongside Rachel Ellering. The pairing will face Ivelisse and Diamante in the Deadly Draw, and it'll be interesting to see how the former backstage interviewer gets on. This isn't the only opportunity AEW has given her, as she's also a voice on the company's Spanish-language commentary team, as it seems being released from WWE has worked out for her in the end. Speaking of AEW's women's division, Britt Baker is continuing to rehab her knee, but that hasn't stopped her from voicing her opinions about the company. Appearing on Dynamite each week, Baker has claimed that her injury is part of one big conspiracy that seemingly everyone in AEW is a part of, and on Twitter, questioned whether the physical therapist, who is making her undergo some painful rehab, is a part of this conspiracy as well. Time will tell just when exactly Baker is able to return to the ring, but it's great to see she hasn't lost any momentum despite this injury setback. We've
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with some more news. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a massive Twitter hack, the world champion Jim Ross asked Vince McMahon to buy her in person, nixed plans for Roman Reigns, Tegan Nox comes out as gay, Charlotte Flair's discomfort in NXT, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into the first story. Now our first story looks at wrestling Twitter accounts getting hacked. A number of WWE and AEW stars are just some of the many verified Twitter users who found themselves unable to tweet on 15th July after hackers broke into account as part of a scam to take people's money with a too good to be true Bitcoin bonanza. Wired magazine reports that the accounts for major Bitcoin sites were hacked, followed by a hack of celebrities and politicians including Kanye West, Joe Biden, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and others. These digital break-ins were designed to relieve people of their money by posting a tempting offer to double one's money. Wired reports, the language has remained fairly consistent across the hacked accounts. I'm giving back to the community. A typical victim's tweet reads, all Bitcoin sent to the address below will be sent back doubled. If you send $1,000, I will send back $2,000. Only doing this for 30 minutes. Numerous non-verified accounts also sent out similar messages, but it's unclear whether those accounts were also compromised or if some of them were bots. The hackers are believed to have netted over $100,000 in just a few hours, and the hacks led to Twitter freezing verified accounts, which meant that both WWE, AEW, and its wrestlers were unable to tweet. The WWE and AEW scrambled to maintain a Twitter presence, with Ringside News reporting, WWE set up a temp WWE NXT account so they can retweet those tweets from their main verified accounts. The verified accounts are still allowed to retweet. The official AEW wrestling account is retweeting tweets from the AEW account. Now the problem has been fixed, but what a screw up from Twitter. Next up, Jim Ross wanted Vince McMahon to fire a world champion to his face. Screw you! You're fired! It's a phrase WWE fans have heard Mr. McMahon say on television, but recently the WWE Universe learned there was a wrestler Jim Ross wanted McMahon to fire to his face. Once upon a time, Jim Ross was more than a WWE announcer. He was also in charge of talent relations, which meant he hired a number of superstars, also suggesting a few firings. Speaking on the Broken Skull sessions, Mark Henry revealed that Jim Ross wanted Vince McMahon to fire the world's strongest man. According to Henry, he was in the office with JR and Vince when Ross told McMahon to cut his losses and fire Henry. That didn't happen, but it was a reflection of how poorly Ross felt Henry was performing, and this motivated Henry to improve his work, which he did, eventually becoming world champion. The WWE eventually turned Henry's rise to the top into an angle where he confronted Ross, reminding him how he doubted him. Next up, AEW firings might be coming. The pandemic has made things tough for a number of individuals and businesses, including wrestling promotions. Unlike the WWE, AEW, as well as other promotions, haven't released or laid off workers, but there will be a time when the promotion will have no choice. Speaking with PW Insider's Mike Johnson, Khan discussed how AEW has kept people on who aren't even able to work right now, but that situation might change. A company that didn't have our resources would have almost certainly laid off a lot of people and let people go, but it wasn't the right thing for us to do at the time. And so far through the last several months, it hasn't been the right thing to do. Like I said, I think there will come a day when I'm going to have to reevaluate the roster, because I think at some point there's people who aren't actively participating. I probably need to look at that. For right now, I don't think it's anybody's fault that they haven't been able to be here. Khan explained that AEW has lost considerable money due to its inability to run live events, but he acknowledged many other people are suffering economically. Next up, why Brian Cage signed with AEW and not WWE. A former Impact World Champion Brian Cage's jump to AEW has seen a strong push from his debut at Double or Nothing to his recent acquisition of the FTW Championship. However, what made Cage choose AEW over the WWE? Speaking with TSN.com, Cage revealed he liked AEW's status as the new player on the scene, and another big thing was AEW had the most unique, cooler potential matches, if you will, and all of them would be first-time ever matches, whereas everywhere else would have been repeats and not as exciting. And if I were to go to WWE, I wouldn't have as much creative control. That, artistically speaking, was a big reason why. I'm going to a place where I can showcase my abilities and have the most fun, intriguing matches, and I had more personal desire to go to AEW than anywhere else. At age 36, Cage wants to make a name for himself on the national stage, and his two choices are obvious. His choice shouldn't surprise anyone familiar with the uneven experiences many outsiders face when coming to the WWE. Do you think he made the right choice even after his loss last night at Fight for the Fallen? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Nick's plans for Roman Reigns. Now, Roman Reigns is one of the top WWE superstars who is staying at home during this pandemic for the sake of his family's health. Now, there hasn't been any word on when Reigns will come back, but WWE did have plans in place just in case he came back before SummerSlam. However, those plans are now out of the window. But what did WWE have planned for him? Well, according to Steve Carey at Ringside News, he tweeted, Roman Reigns won't be back by SummerSlam. We've been told WWE had two matches discussed for him. He was either facing Wyatt or Strowman. Nothing was solid, obviously. Now they're facing each other. Funny how things work out sometimes. It's believed that now that those plans can't go ahead, WWE is going ahead with the Wyatt vs. Strowman Part 3 at SummerSlam. But when Reigns does eventually return, pretty sure that he'll be in a program with Wyatt. Hopefully we'll see Reigns back in the WWE very soon. Otherwise, let's hope they don't go for Strowman vs. Wyatt Part 4 at Survivor Series. Next up, Tegan Nox comes out. NXT superstar Tegan Nox recently made a big announcement for her fans recently, letting them know that she is a lesbian. Knox spoke to Newsweek recently and discussed why she did this. My life has always been a don't ask, don't tell situation, but I felt like it was the right time, especially when you found the right one you're in love with. It was the right time to do that. The reaction has been great. There are a few people who obviously don't agree with that, but 99% of the reactions have been positive. I've got texts coming through from so many colleagues and friends. It was nice. It's great to see that there are so many nice people in the world. Knox also discussed the support she's received from fellow superstar Sonya Deville. I actually talked to Sonya before I even did this. She was a big help. She gave me a phone number and told me to text her if I needed anything, so we kept in contact quite a lot about it. She's a massive help with the fans because my family knew, but my fans didn't. She helped me bring it out to the public. Knox mentioned Molly Holly as her inspiration growing up and said her dream match would be to wrestle her at Evolution 2 should the WWE decide to run the show. Would you guys like that match? Knox wrestling Molly Holly? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Charlotte Flair's discomfort in NXT. The WWE surprised fans when Charlotte Flair used her Royal Rumble win to take a shot at the NXT Women's Championship, but how did she feel returning to where she began her WWE career? Speaking on the WWE show The Bump, the Queen explained, "I felt like an outsider. It's incredible what they've done and..." My fault. Being a third brand, I couldn't be proud of what they've done with them, and I just wish I had more time to develop stories with all these stars. Mia was just crazy how full circle our careers are being from a dark match to this match. It was unbelievable, and I can't wait to see her shine as champion. Up until her recent medical hiatus, as we noted in an earlier video, Charlotte Flair has taken time off from fixing her implants. She was a constant presence in the WWE's women's division, holding the NXT Women's Championship and appearing on all three brands. Next up, what's going on with WrestleMania 37? Now it appears there's still some uncertainty about whether WrestleMania 37 will take place. Recent rumors had the WWE moving the show to Tampa due to the Los Angeles mayor stating the city would not allow live events well into 2021. However, WrestleVotes recently tweeted, WrestleMania 37 Los Angeles update. WWE is still very much planning to run the event as scheduled. However, they don't want this determination looming. Heard internally, WWE would like a decision by mid-December from the state of California on large-scale gatherings. Probably not good. You can be certain that WWE isn't happy about California's indecision, as it will want to plan a last-minute move to Tampa for the 2021 Showcase of the Immortals, like this year. The WWE prides itself on its logistics in terms of its touring schedule, and a last-minute move could affect the WWE's ability to book a stadium, not to mention travel accommodations for its staff and superstars. And finally, Hurricane Helms doesn't like the Jeff Hardy-Sheamus angle. Last but not least, former WWE superstar Gregory Hurricane Helms has been a friend of Matt and Jeff Hardy for years, and he's not thrilled with the current storyline where Sheamus is mocking Jeff's battles with substance abuse. During an interview with Sportskeeda Unscripted, Helms explained his reasoning. "I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I don't think you can really hurt Jeff at this point. Jeff is kind of untouchable. Jeff is always going to be Jeff Hardy, and I think fans are always going to love him. The storyline doesn't do really a lot for me, though I think it's going to bring in new fans. If you don't know about Jeff and any of the problems Jeff has had in the past, like if you were a new fan and you don't know about it, a storyline like this kind of shines the flashlight on it, and I don't really see the purpose of that. So, not crazy about it, but I love Jeff Hardy, so I gotta support him." A number of wrestlers and fans have expressed their disgust at the storyline, but the WWE continues to push it, with rumors flying that Hardy and Sheamus will battle in a bar fight. But there you have it, guys, the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on...
It's obvious to me that Owen Hart is finally...
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. And once you're done, leave a comment down below and I just might end up responding. The Undertaker and Kane, Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley, Edge and Christian, sort of. These are the famous non-brothers of professional wrestling. The dudes who bookers threw together and said, yeah, I could see it. Which is especially odd in the Dudleys' case, but...
While the world of professional wrestling has come a long way from running homophobic angles, a wrestler's sexual orientation can still be a controversial subject, making some uncomfortable to disclose it. However, changing sensibilities have led to more wrestlers acknowledging their sexual orientation. Here are WWE superstars who are openly gay, and some who hid their sexuality. Number 1. Pat Patterson. WWE Hall of Famer Pat Patterson is known both for his legendary career as a professional wrestler and his work backstage as one of Vince McMahon's most trusted advisors. Patterson is credited with creating the Royal Rumble and crafting some of wrestling's most legendary matches, such as the Ultimate Warrior vs. Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6. While it was well known that Patterson was gay, he did not acknowledge this on WWE television until a 12 June 2014 episode of Legends House. In his memoir Accepted, the first Intercontinental Champion recalled, "The reality too was that on a personal level, I still didn't know really who I was. I tried going dancing with girls like any other boy, but I knew almost from the start that it wasn't for me. I never knew why, but girls weren't doing it for me, even if I found them cute." However, when Patterson later revealed he was in love with another boy, his father was furious. Patterson remembers leaving home. "When I finally left, my dad told me he didn't want me coming back, knocking on the door ever again, and I never did." Patterson would eventually meet Louis Dondero, the man he would spend decades with until Dondero's passing in 1998. Number 2. Chris Kanyon. Who better than Kanyon? That was Kanyon's tagline during his WWE run in the early 2000s, but he soon learned that the WWE wasn't a big fan of his work as he thought, leading to his release in 2003. Kanyon would repeatedly out himself as gay, only to step back saying his proclamation was just an angle. However, he did eventually come out, attempting to get himself over as an openly gay character. Kanyon's attempts at getting re-signed by the WWE included him attending a WWE event in 2006, holding signs that read, "Triple H, please ask Vince why he really fired me," and "Sean, please pray for my gay soul." Sadly, Kanyon's efforts failed, and troubled by mental health issues, he ended his own life in 2010. Number 3. Orlando Jordan. Orlando Jordan rose to prominence on SmackDown when he became a member of JBL's faction, the Cabinet, holding the United States Heavyweight Championship during a feud with Chris Benoit. During his WWE run, Jordan came out as bisexual, moving to TNA where his sexual orientation was incorporated into his character. Unhappy with what he viewed as a stereotypical portrayal of a gay person, Jordan nonetheless remained with TNA until his release in 2011. When asked in 2010 of what he was looking to accomplish in TNA, he mentioned, "I really hope this character helps troubled teens, be it those struggling because of their race or their sexuality. If this character makes life even just a little bit easier for someone else, then I'll be really happy." Jordan has been married to an Australian woman since 2013, and the couple have a daughter. Number 4. Darren Young. Whether it was his debut as a member of the Nexus or one half of the Primetime Players, former WWE superstar Frederick Douglass Rossa III always seemed to be on the cusp of a breakout, only for the WWE to pull the proverbial promotional rug right from under him. Nonetheless, Young worked for the company until 2017 and remains active on the independent circuit. In 2013, Young became the first wrestler actively working for a major promotion to come out as gay. In a 2013 interview, Young played down how acknowledging his sexuality might impact his career. "I don't think it matters. Does it matter? Does it matter to you? Does it change what you think about me? I guess if you want to call it coming out, I really don't know what to say it is. But I'm just letting you know that I'm happy with who I am. I'm comfortable with myself, and I'm happy to be living the dream. Some people might not like it, some people will like it, but I'm here to please myself. I'm here to be happy. It's very important to be happy with myself." However, Jordan wasn't too happy when the WWE was in Orlando for WrestleMania 33, where they showed no sign of solidarity with the LGBT community, even in the wake of the Pulse nightclub shooting. He mentioned in an interview, "WrestleMania, it was in Orlando last year, and I had to ask, were we doing anything of the LGBT community? Were we doing anything for Pulse? And nothing." Number 5. Paige. While the WWE Universe may think Norwich native Paige is heterosexual given her high-profile relationship with WWE superstars such as Alberto Del Rio and her leaked tape, Paige herself acknowledged she is bisexual. SmackDown Live's general manager revealed she is bisexual during an episode of Total Divas. Number 6. Rosa Mendez. She is one of those wrestlers who seemingly flew under the radar. maintaining a lengthy WWE career despite not doing much of note, unless the 2010 Slammy Award for Best Use of Exercise Equipment counts. But she managed to stay with the company from 2006 to 2017. During a 2014 episode of Total Divas, she revealed she was bisexual, kissing fellow divas Paige and Natalia. Rosa and her boyfriend Bobby Shubensky celebrated the birth of their daughter Jordan Elizabeth in 2016. Number 7. Sonya Deville. New Jersey native Daria always found herself working hard to succeed, despite her underdog status, whether it was competing as the only woman in an MMA tournament or fighting to find a spot in WWE. In a 2015 interview, she discussed her quest for success. "I don't let failure stop me. I don't find champions as people who are always successful and go to the top. I find champions as people who were knocked down 20 times and got back up. I think the story of a true champion is somebody who has faced defeat, faced rejection, and who has overcome that. I think I'm the perfect example of that." She would acknowledge her sexual orientation during an interview with WWE, where she was asked whether she was in a relationship. Deville responded, "I don't have a wife yet, but I have a girlfriend," making her the first openly gay female wrestler. Working in the WWE as Sonya Deville, she worked in a heel faction Absolution alongside Paige and Mandy Rose until Paige's injury-related retirement. Number 8. Matt Cage. Although Matt Cage is best known for his work on the independent scene, working for promotions such as Dragon Gate USA and IWA Mid-South, one lucky break could see him propelled into the big time. For now, the 30-year-old Cage continues to ply his craft on the indie circuit. In 2015, Cage came out using...
How about no? No. No way.
social media to release this message. For the longest time, I claimed that I was bisexual. When I privately came out to the people that already know, I told them that this was the case, and it was. However, I have no real intentions of pursuing females at this stage of my life. I still find beautiful women beautiful. I don't think that'll ever change. But I think that to continue to claim something that's not true is just continuing a streak of dishonesty, and I don't want that. Sorry ladies, I'm officially putting myself off the market. Don't hate me too bad. Number 9. China. While Joni Laura's remarkable career was overshadowed by her turbulent life after wrestling, the woman best known as the ninth wonder of the world, China, had a wrestling career that saw her defy gender boundaries, competing successfully against women and men alike. For more on her life, please check out our Behind the Titantron episode, The Self-Destruction of China. Later in life, she capitalized on her success as China, appearing in several adult videos. During these videos, she appeared in illicit scenes with men and women, with some suggesting she was bisexual, and others suggesting she was just merely earning a paycheck. Number 10. Shelly Martinez. 2006 saw Shelly Martinez enter the WWE as Ariel, vampire character Kevin Thorne's valet. The WWE released the Smoking Hot Martinez in 2007, with Shelly later claiming the WWE dumped her due to a backstage spat with Batista. She worked in TNA and the Indies, eventually retiring in 2017. Some of her fans rejoiced when they found softcore videos of her on the internet. Due to the scenes, alongside other women, some believe Martinez may be bisexual, but this again may be just a case of Martinez earning some cash. Number 11. The Grand Wizard. During the 1970s and early 80s, 3 managers terrorized the WWF and WWF as wrestling's 3 kings: Classy Freddie Blassie, Captain Lou Albano, and Ernie Roth, aka the Grand...
Yeah.